All right, everybody, so here we're going to see that I am making a couple of leather strops for sharpening anything that needs a fine sharpening. So in this case, my carving knives, I just got a new set from Beavercraft. It has a couple of gouges. It has a hook knife, a gouge, I should say, not a couple of gouges, but a hook knife and a gouge. And it also has a whittling knife, which is a little bit longer blade, slightly longer. None of the carving knives are that long as a general rule, and it's a little bit thicker blade or whatnot. So what we need is a flat surface for the leather to go on. And I had some 3/4 inch birch plywood that is made, that's designed for furniture. And so it comes really, really true and flat. And so I cut that down. I think those are like 8.5 inch long by 3/4 inch thick by, I think that's like 4 1/4 wide or 4 inches wide or something like that. And then I had this leather left over from when I used to work for a leather company as a designer, a consulting designer, and whatnot. So I am putting one suede side up. And I will tell you, in the case of this leather, the suede side isn't nearly as good as some of the others. It wasn't nearly as suede-like as I was hoping for. This leather is pretty thick as well, so it's hard to bend over, and we'll talk about why that's important in another video. But it's going to do fine for actually honing and sharpening blades, right? So I'm just screwing it down on one end because I don't want it to... I don't want it to be loose. I want it to stay where it needs to stay, and I leave it so I can flap it so that I can use the edges of the leather to take the burr off on the top edges of like the gouge and the hook knife. But we'll talk about that. So I got two of those, one with the smooth side up, one with the suede side up. I got this brown compound. This is Harbor Freight compound. Now I'll tell you, when I bought this stuff, I wasn't real sure about it. When I looked online, it was like $7 a bar. And I was thinking to myself, man, that's more expensive than everybody else. But what I didn't realize, because the photos aren't very good for context through Harbor Freight, the bars are like 4 times bigger than everybody else's polishing compound bars that I saw. Like the ones that you get from Home Depot that are Ryobi, or even if you buy them online, different polishing compounds, the bar is much smaller than these. So I was still unsure. It's Harbor Freight. Some things are good, some things aren't. I gotta say, I was actually impressed. So just by chance, I don't remember how I came across it. I was looking at something on sharpening, carving knives, and gouges and things, and I ran across a video that Beavercraft themselves, the company that I will be using their beginners bowl carving set that I got on sale on Amazon, link in the description, for like just under $50. And I bought it because it had a whittling knife, it had a offset bowl gouge, and then it had a hook knife. And it was cheaper to buy the set of 3 than it was to buy the offset bowl gouge and the hook knife alone. So I got an extra knife for free, basically. Well, really, it was like I bought the hook knife at full cost. Let's say I bought the offset gouge at half price, and the knife was free based on the pricing that I got it for, just under $50. So it was worth it. The kit is okay, but all these kits say watch out, sharp, and give all these warnings, and it's true, they are sharp, but not nearly as sharp as they need to be to whittle or carve wood. This is a piece of premium or fine trim board, from Home Depot, so it's super dry. It's pine. It's 3/4 or 7/8 thick. I can't remember exactly where they come in at. I think it's 3/4 by like 3 1/4 wide. And this is I forgot what brand this is, but my dad gave me this knife. It's a pocket knife. It's in the form of like a buck or something like that. It's 4 blades, and I have started using it for whittling and carving certain things. I found that the 4 different blades actually are pretty good. Now, the blades are super flimsy on this knife, and they're pretty thin, but it actually helps it carve certain things better than any of my carving knives. And I have like 3 flex cut knives, and now I have this Beavercraft knife. And so I didn't get the video, I don't think, before I honed it. Maybe I did. I wasn't paying attention as I was doing this voiceover. But I honed it with the brown, and it actually made a significant difference. It wasn't super dull to begin with. It would cut you very easily, but it was not nearly as... So this one has not been honed. And you can see I'm struggling to get it through a little bit harder. Doing these little circles to kind of get an idea on the test. Oh, here we go. I went back. This is after the green polish on the smooth side of the strop with the large blade once again, and it's way less effort. That thing works way better once I polished it up with the green. It was a significant increase in performance with the suede and brown polish, but it was even better with the green polish on the smooth side. The reason I have the brown with the suede is because Beavercraft in one of their videos said you can do that to give it, it's a little bit rougher. If it's really dull, you can do that and then go to the green on smooth, and it should be fine. And that brings me once again back to the polish compound from Harbor Freight. It's worked pretty good. It doesn't seem to adhere to the strop as well as some of the other compounds, but that's a minimal difference from what I've experienced with others. Like when I bought the Flex Cut knives, it came with the green compound, and it just seemed not to peel off the leather strop that I had bought. But once again, the leather's different, so it could be my leather that's making the difference on this, because these are homemade with the leather I had sitting around, whereas the leather that I used the compound from Flex Cut with was a strop I had bought online. It was a leather strop glued to a composite block or something like that. So I will have a link to a block that you can buy, a stropping block that you can buy on Amazon, that I recommend, that has worked for me. Now, I'm no pro with this. Keep in mind, I use strops and stuff for finishing chisels and things a bit, but really I've never gotten into stropping knives that much, because I usually have EDCs or everyday carries or utility knives of certain kinds, and so I don't really bother with honing them to this level because I haven't needed to. But this is that short blade that I was just showing you that was harder to get through. Look at that. I mean, even with that brown compound on the suede side, made a big difference. I didn't show doing the green compound, but yeah, that's actually the first cut with no honing at all. So makes a difference. I'm sorry, it's been hard to keep some of these videos together, but it made a huge difference just with the brown compound. Where I saw the biggest difference was by far the green compound with a knife on the strop made the biggest difference without a doubt. And so I would definitely give the Harbor Freight compounds, especially for the quantity you get for their price, a big thumbs up. And they almost always have them in stock. The brown compound worked fine. Here is that short blade with the green compound, and it's just cutting way, you can just tell in my arm motions it's a lot less energy going into cutting. And the old saying, a sharp knife is a safe knife when you're dealing with these kinds of work. And this is cutting up grain and down grain, or uphill and downhill on the grain. So definitely a difference using the materials and strops. So definitely recommend them. Brown and green on homemade strops, and I'll put links to strop you can buy online.